guys, I just met Sarah Jessica Barker. We just met Sarah Jessica. She's so sweet. Good morning, fam. It is August 7th, almost my half birthday, and we're in Jersey today because we are doing a little thrifting. We have a collaboration with 2nd Avenue Thrift, which is one of my favorite thrift stores here in New Jersey. My top guys have always been 2nd Avenue, Red, White, and Blue, American Thrift, and then My Unique, but My Unique kind of fell off a little bit in the last few years. But anyway, we're doing a partnership with them and we're thrifting home decor, of course, because we're in our homeowner era. And I thought it would be fun to also film a little YouTube video because, you know, this is how we started and I miss thrifting with you guys. I haven't been thrifting clothing and like just generally as much as I used to, not only because of the apartment, but also because I feel like we've discussed this many times. We were over consuming. It was becoming a lot. I was constantly like going through things, donating, you know, like it became a cycle again of overconsumption that I didn't want to do anymore and didn't want to participate anymore. So we definitely scaled back, but we're back in a more mindful way now, in that, you know, we thrift less, we don't come as often, but when we do, we're looking for intentional things, intentional pieces that are missing from the wardrobe, or pieces that we need for now our new home. So we're gonna be thrifting a lot of home decor. I am of course gonna browse, you know, clothing because we're already here, might as well. But yeah, we just have a collaboration to fulfill, and then we're going back to the city, so let's go thrifting. Also, I'm gonna insert Pinterest board inspo here / below the link to my Pinterest, because, you know, that's kind of like the vibe that we're going for today, and hopefully we find some cool things. Let's get started. I think this thing is on. Let's see. Okay, so obviously the goal today is home, so let's start there. We're open to anything and everything home, except furniture, because we can't store it right now unless it's really beautiful. I'll find a way to store it.
I think it's a Valbusha.
My favorite day. It's my favorite day in the city. I don't know if you guys know, but chrome is trending. A way to incorporate a trend into a home is a lamp. There's another little chrome lamp. This one's more of like an office lamp, which is really cool. And that's pretty much it for lamps, I think. Fun little bulb. I was having this moment the other day where I'm like, do I want like a CD stand in my new apartment and like make it very my era and just like listen to CDs again? But then I'm like, okay, Chelsea, you're taking it too far. You're taking this whole nostalgia thing a step too far, and you need to reel it back. But I'm definitely gonna have a disc player, like a record player, somewhere in the place in the apartment. Guys, look at these plates. Aren't they so cute? In terms of glassware, I love anything with color, so these are really cute. I found these guys too, which are like a little bit more of a wine glass. Water cups. They're really cute. These like long stem cups. And these blue ones. So a lot of color, a lot of color. Look at these little coffee cups. They're kind of like espresso cups, but like cute. And then I saw a lot, oh, but it's Christmas. I saw this handle and I'm like, ooh, but very Christmas. Not sure what this is, but it's cute. These are kind of like serving platters and bowls. That's interesting. Again with the chrome. These are kind of like fruit bowls, I'm assuming. These are really cool. Oh, what's this? This is cool. This is very cool. Okay, so I really want one of these for my office, just like without the frame of very large one, but I don't know if I could take out the frame, what it would look like, and also it's kind of a little bit tattered, so we'll keep looking, but definitely want for like inspo and all of that. Frames and artwork. Guys, we moved on to clothing now, and how cute is the skirt? It's giving me Chipova Luena vibes. It's like a very fun like transition into fall vibe. I don't know if somebody actually hand DIY'd this too. This cutie. Very Y2K rom-com. This fun little express top. Let's see what we find. This is very pretty, but somebody washed it, I'm afraid. It's still really cool. I want to try it.
So my microphone was indeed not working this entire time, so I was chatting away with you guys at the thrift store and you couldn't hear a thing. But basically I'm just walking you through my finds here, starting with this polka dot blue top that I ended up taking home because it was in good enough condition and I really love the color combination and the fit. This skirt I ended up passing on because I felt like it was a very specific skirt and I would just like have to have a specific outfit in mind for it, you know, like it wasn't something I was going to wear often with multiple things. I also passed on the skirt just because I feel like I've thrifted things like that in the past and just don't end up wearing it as often as I think. I took the Adidas shorts and I left the sparkly beaded top, although I'm kind of regretting that at the moment. I also took this heart pendant to put on a different necklace, and this is me basically with my haul. And a lot of the home things that I found you don't see here, but they're home, and I will show you when we get to the home vlogs in the future.
Good morning, guys. It is a beautiful day here in Brooklyn. It's like 70 degrees and chilly, and we are on our way to the apartment. Today we have floors. Essentially the floors have been buffed down, prepped and primed, and now we just have to pick a stain color for the hardwood floors throughout the apartment. So I'm on my way to the apartment now to go see that. We laid down some samples and it's, you know, just about picking the one that I think will go best with the overall vibe and decor of the apartment. I saw them yesterday, like prepped, prime, buffed down. The orange is completely gone and they look so beautiful. I think it was the best decision to lay hardwood floor throughout, you know, the kitchen and the office nook because now it's super uniform and it looks stunning. You guys are gonna see it in a second. Hola, buen día. ¿Está bordo?
Sí, señor.
Okay.
Ok, vamos a hablar de los pisos.
Okay.
Déjame traer un trapito para limpiar aquí porque está con el polvo. 4 colores y no sé si los notes. De aquí a acá es un color, de aquí a aquí es otro color y de aquí a acá es otro color y es otro color.
Okay.
Este es el peach color que te quieres.
No, yo sé que
Ya, ok.
Pero este se le llama May. Me acuerda mucho que tenía.
Ya.
Me gusta Rafa porque es más ser rosado.
Ahora,
No tiene color.
para que quede un poco más claro.
¿Más claro de esto?
Este sí. Sacar un grey, el Fruity Loot es el que tengo.
Okay, we're at Sherwin-Williams looking at paint colors. This is the blue we want to go for in the entryway.
Y un ink blue es muy oscuro.
Thank you.
Colores. Uy, qué guay.
Ay, dile. Ahora sí, dile. Hello, cámara.
Hello, cámara.
Soy yo, Siena.
Cena.
Dile hello, tita.
Thank you.
No, pero dile hello, tita.
Hola, tita.
Soy yo, Siena, tita.
Tita.
Ujú. ¿Dónde está tita? Tírale un beso, tita, en la cámara.
Entonces no creo.
They're just glossy. Can we try to look up for other pieces?
Okay, explain what we're doing.
We're trying the flooring.
For?
Entryway closets.
Yes. And we're in between this like ashy, creamy, and brown, which is like a traditional checkered, which I really love. Or that with burgundy, which is like this. This color I love too for the bathroom, but again, the living room is gonna be similar to these tones, so we're trying not to repeat.
This was the start of a, say it with me now, a very special day because we were invited by Meta to have brunch and an afternoon chat with none other than Sarah Jessica Parker. As the And Just Like That sequel came to an end, they had an afternoon just to celebrate and honor the legend that is SJP, and they invited us to commemorate her and have a conversation via Threads, which was insane. I still can't believe this happened.
Is this where the conversation is gonna happen? Because I will die. So cute. Cute.
Nice to see you guys. Thank you for being here. We are on behalf of the entire team at Threads. We want to welcome you and thank you for being here today. Today we are here to celebrate the incomparable Sarah Jessica Parker. Amazing series, and Just Like That.
Yes.
I think yes, we can.
I love it. No one else is doing it.
I think we can all agree that Sarah Jessica, the show, and these characters are absolutely iconic. They have transformed culture. If we're being really honest with ourselves, these characters, many of them, have shaped who we are. We cannot wait for your hot takes, but we're in for a really special treat. We have the one and only, the memer and the muse, and just the magical person, Evan Ross Katz, and the one and only Sarah Jessica Parker. So thank you.
We were talking about farm stands.
Yeah. I got some good recommendations.
Local farm stands. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Oh, so good. All the way back there. Hello. Hi.
Hi everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. Welcome to Threads, X, and Just Like That. Very, very excited to be here with you. We've never done anything like this together.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Yeah. I have to call you out for a second because when we asked our team ahead of this meal for your dietary restrictions, they said, the entire Zoom chimed in, she hates parsley. For fans of the show, true fans of the show.
I eat everything else. Like
everything else but
everything.
But no parsley.
Yes, and all other herbs are absolutely fine.
Okay, but no parsley.
Correct.
Are there any, and as we know, this is an attribute of Carrie's as well on the show. Are there any other life imitating art moments on the show that you can think of?
I'm sure there are countless. I'm sure there's countless overlap. So we have as much as possible, and we in many cases have like soup to nuts. We have from here to the feet. And it's been really handy because when we first brought, well, every season of And Just Like That, we bring that entire archive and closet back to the studio, and we pull the entire season. We're pulling and planting and re-wearing stuff, and because that too, we feel like is a way of acknowledging the audience. We put a lot around any, shelter that Carrie's living in, and it's been a few lately. We always try to place things that we know will be meaningful to the audience, and sometimes touch it, sometimes just have it in the background. So I think sometimes people have inquired about an exhibit, and we've done like little smaller sort of condensed versions of that, but I do think if someone has an interest in a time that seems appropriate, yeah, I think it would be, I'm not suggesting that it's like, something that people should see, but if there's interest and it's the right place that can do right by what it meant, that it's really about Molly and Danny and Trisha And maybe it's a bigger conversation that's included with something else from cinema too, you know, that it's, you know, about costumes and stories and women on film and what was and wasn't allowed then, and because that, I think, has played a big part of the conversation too, is the way she dresses, you know, how might that, how would you have done that person 40 years ago?
Right.
What would she have been allowed?
Give you 4 Carrie Bradshaw quotes, and I'd like you to choose your favorite.
Oh, I'm gonna choose my favorite. I don't
Choose your
have to tell
favorite.
you the
No.
circumstances? Okay,
Nope,
great.
nope.
Okay.
And I really did a deep dive to go through
Oh my
the
gosh,
quotes to figure
okay.
out which ones do I want to put forward. Okay,
Okay.
so 4 quotes. First up, if you're tired, you take a Napa, you don't move to Napa.
Yeah, okay, I remember that one. I
I
remember
spent-
where she said it, I think. Okay. Keep
No,
going.
I
I'm so
love the
sorry.
commentary, please. I've spent $40,000 on shoes and I have no place to live. I will literally be the old woman who lived in her shoes.
Yes.
2.
That's good
3,
too.
I will never be the woman with the perfect hair who can wear white and not spill on it. And D, oh my God, he's online. Can he see me?
Well, I'll pick your favorite.
Sorry, I don't.
Because it speaks to like a massive change in communication, which is Carrie's point of operation in the whole world. I mean, that's literally what the show is observing, communicating. And so this introduction to this idea of online and what does that mean was like startling.
Yeah.
So I think that's the best line, and that's why you chose it. That's, for the moment, my favorite.
Okay. I'd like a cheeseburger, large fries, and a cosmopolitan. B, I'm not being a bitch, I'm just being myself.
I don't remember when she said that.
Season 2 at the party with Big. They're attending the party together where she goes outside and smokes a cigarette.
Is that where does she meet Justin Thoreau?
No, that's,
Oh.
yeah, this is after that. A different party.
Okay.
Yes.
Her in yellow?
Yes!
Okay, that's
Yes!
what I remember things.
Like a halter top. C, you can stay here with your boxes of shit and your shoe-eating dog and knock yourself out with the Rogaine and the Speeds. Yes, Mrs. Adams, I brought the marijuana into the house and I'm taking it with me when I go.
Okay, I think I have to choose the third one. And that is because if that is part of that whole scene with Aiden and the fight that I think she wearing a gray skirt and a sort of blue tube top. And someone says to her on the stairs, that's a crazy outfit. Yeah.
The neighbor.
The neighbor.
Yeah.
And I think I have a ponytail. That whole scene, which I think moved around the set of the Perry Street apartment, that was one of the most fun, most perfectly written scenes I've ever done in my life. Like, the entire fight was so, like, masterfully written, and he was so freaking funny with his speed stick and his Rogaine and the criticisms that he had. So I think I just, because I enjoyed shooting that so much, that would probably be my favorite.
And just like that, when Aiden left and said, I'm going to take a walk, and you said, no, I'm going to take a walk, that was a reference to the good.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, definitely.
Needed that confirmation.
Yes.
Okay.
The ways in which social media, specifically Instagram, has folded into our lives or been invited or been forced upon you, you know, for good and complicated reasons. Meaning that a business requires it, or creativity requires it, or connection to other people require it, or an announcement. So everyone has their own relationship with it. And for us, specific to the show, I think it's played like this wonderfully complex role in the way in which we shoot, how people are seeing images, the stories they're arriving at based on the images, the ways in which they're convinced they're right, the meaning of something being interpreted millions of times, whether it's a hat or the way someone is standing or the color of an outfit or where somebody is exiting or entering. I think initially you feel like you want to wrangle all that, because mixed inside that, as much enthusiasm and good spirit, there is always cynicism, and there's always some negativity about it, and so I think a lot of our initial instinct was to try to correct things, like no, of course that's not. But on the other hand, there was equally the same interest in just letting people talk about what they thought they were seeing, because so little left that we can hold as a surprise or as the truth of, you know, a storyline, an arc, a situation. I think you arrive at this decision, and it's incredibly hard to be definitive and to say it. And really, it makes no sense to a lot of people, you know, which I understand. Why would you stop doing something that's successful and that is successful in this moment? But I think it's because of the profound affection for the job and for the show, which is where Michael and I were all those years ago when we stopped shooting the Sex and the City television series. I think it's the respect and the affection that we feel for the experience in totality that leads you to a decision like this. That's such an extraordinary job, and you have to kind of honor it, and sometimes it seems an anathema to say we're not going to do more. But if you love something, you know where to leave it sometimes. So, but I wouldn't have said back then that we would do a couple of movies, and that 4 years ago or 5 years ago at this point, Michael and I would get on the phone and say, and he would feel the same, because we talked about it previous and it just didn't feel right. But that call in March, late March 2020 or early April, it was so apparent to both of us that it felt right. So who knows?
I love an answer. I am hopeful that it will feel right once again.
Aww.
When it's meant to feel right again.
Thank you.
Sarah Jessica, thank you so much for
Oh,
doing this.
Thank you, Brad.
Yes, thank you to HBO Max, thank you to Albuco, and thank you to all of you for being here.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
Thank you to Albuco for your hospitality.
Yes.
And thank you guys all for being here, and for being here for so long.
We're here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
This is not the last
Guys, I just met Sarah Jessica Parker. We just met Sarah Jessica. She's so sweet, so nice. She said that she loves the color yellow. Yeah, she was like, we're eating. I was like, you're my mom. So that makes sense. Right, you raised us technically on a technicality, so right. It's insane. She's right there. Look at it. It's right there. That's Carrie Bradshaw, y'all. Right there. If you have it.
Yeah. What do you like in it? Regular?
Regular and regular milk.
Regular milk.
Yes.
Got it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. They're right in here. We just finished cutting our flowers, and now we're gonna build a little bouquet. Here is our final arrangement.
Thank you. This is my kind of bouquet.
The kitchen has arrived, and we're setting it up. Okay guys, we're making progress. The kitchen was, laid out to be installed on Tuesday, God willing, and then we have the arches pretty much done here. This is kitchen into office. And then the bedroom is painted, but they keep on having to fix the walls because there's a lot of bumps and damages and things, but almost there. I'm gonna be sleeping here on Sunday. And then the bathroom is almost finished. The bathroom looks stunning. I'm obsessed. So here we just are missing wallpaper, whatever they're gonna do to sort of update this a little bit. And then paint, lights, electrical outlet, and some grouting that's missing here. You could see it. But everything works, which is really nice. I could brush my teeth officially. Missing doors from the entire apartment, but allegedly my contractor is working on that. And we are gonna start tackling the walk-in closet on Wednesday. So stay tuned. I'm honestly feeling a lot better, even though I don't look it today. This process has truly wrecked me, destroyed me. I don't remember who I was before this apartment process started, but we're almost at the finish line, which I'm like insanely grateful for. Need this to be finished once and for all. So we're almost there, guys. Good morning, fam. It is our first day in the new apartment. We are very much in the middle of a construction site, as you could probably hear, but me and my air mattress live here now, so let me show you the progress. This room is almost done, but just needs finishing touches on the walls and baseboards. Installing lights here. And the kitchen is going up today.
Hello, madam. Would you like a welcome drink?
Oh, what are they?
It's avionics, the water, and sparkling wine. Sure. And passion fruit juice.
Thank you.
Bring them also.
Show Chelsea the open space today, so that she can already have a look, envision like angles, what to say, and everything. So, yeah.
Good morning, fam. I honestly don't know when any of this is coming onto the YouTubes. I am very behind, and I kind of just want to document all of this because I know one day I'll want to look back on this era and think to myself, wow, you made it. Yeah, the last 2 months have been rough. I feel like August and September have really kicked my behind. But we are inching ever so closely to being done with at least like the initial renovations. You know, after renovating, then you gotta go through and like fix things and, you know, situate things and make changes. But today's a big day because not only are we getting some furniture from Castlery, we are also getting wallpapering done. There are foremen that are coming, and, you know, just tackling a bunch of little things to finally get through this renovation. I think after this week we should be in pretty good shape, and yeah, this is it. This is sort of the home stretch. So let me show you where we are. First of all, I had to have my move come earlier than what is, you know, ideal, because I needed to, one, pack some things for Germany. We were in Germany last week, and two, like, find my like, I needed this here. Even if it's super inconvenient that it's sort of like in the way, it's just being mostly held here. So living room is pretty much done. As you can see, the walls are, you know, painted, prepped, look beautiful. This lighting fixture is installed. I have to find the bulbs that go there, but yeah. The big piece de la resistance, the kitchen. This was what we ended up going with. You guys saw me pick the counter slab and the backsplash, aka the stone, and I'm obsessed. We went for this sort of like mid brown and creamy white combination for the cabinets, and then on this side we also did a two-tone, but I think I'm gonna switch, or I know I'm gonna be switching this to Fashionista, which is this color, which is funny that it's called that, so that it kind of like grounds the space a little bit more, because it looks a little too white on this side right now. So that's gonna be changed, but I really am head over heels with how the kitchen came out. I think I picked the perfect colors. I love the combination. I love the look of it. I'll show you guys this in all of its glory soon. We have a fridge, we have a stove, which is beautiful. We have a dishwasher in here that still has to be sort of like finalized and installed. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with how it came out, and I am looking forward to kind of have like a working kitchen. I should have the faucet come in today, as well as like the soap dispenser. And then here we're missing 2 shelves for decorations, and then that's kind of it. That's the kitchen. Here,
This is the blue we ended up going with for the entryway. I wanted something very sort of like Parisian inspired, and you know, the French love their like baby blue, light blue situation. So this is our entryway. We're gonna have that credenza that we found here and a mirror. And you know, here is kind of like the little office that we're installing, very micro moment for the office. But yeah, this is coming out really, really nicely. Over here we have the entryway closet. Now, one thing I wasn't super thrilled about was my closet systems. I ended up going with this company called Easy Closets, but it's sort of just like a cheaper alternative to like a custom closet, and you can really tell like it's not really designed to like look like a unit. It's more just like modules of a closet. And let's wait for the alarms to pass. We're getting furniture. We got the dresser. And here we have wallpaper. Morning, fam! We are at a area shoot for their fall winter collection. Let me show you the set. It's so cool. I just finished getting set. Amy's going next, and then we are off to the shoot. Oh yeah, that's so cool. That's a puff? Yeah. As you can tell. Oh, yeah. This is not even mine. Right. I was wearing cheetah. No, I saw the shirt you came and I was like, okay. Cheetah moment. Yeah. I watched the Cheetah Girls movie and my life altered.
This is where I come in. So it's not even cheetah.
They were wearing leopard. You're right. You're right. And but leopard girl sounds kind of like...
Right, but it's also like y'all had 3 movies in budget. Y'all were Disney. Y'all could have just got 2 different fabrics. I used to see them hate my language.
That's true. I'm dead. Not a care in the world.
Yeah, I was like, I used to send like hate mail to the...
Back when you could send letters.
Yeah, definitely was given very much like to whom it may concern.
Yes, a strong worded letter.
Costume. Like not even one cheetah nod, like haha, we do know with a different nothing.
So cheetah's like this is
it's supposed to be called
this is the leopard.
Yeah.
This is cheetah? No.
That's like leopard jaguar mix. Yeah. Like if you took this little patch, that's cheetah. This is cheetah. Oh. It's just supposed to be
crazy. We are ready. Here's our outfits. Here's Amy. Oh yeah.
Okay. Way faster. I feel like I'm gonna start. Okay, essentially we were being scammed by a ranch, and that's how we met.
In your relationship? For me, it has to be like loyalty.
Yes.
No judgment.
No.
And like, I would say like unconditional love.
Yeah. I feel like for us, our friendship has grown and built because we're real with each other.
Straight to the
we keep
T.
it real. And we feel like we can tell each other everything. So yeah, that sounds so corny. We share a lot of similarities in like our upbringing, our life, how we think about things, how we communicate. And so I feel like that has made us each other's real ones. Also, we are going off of the 7-year friendship test. We're on year 6, so we're almost there.
Almost at the mark.
Yeah. Oh, this is perfect.
We can't open it up for girls. On just the regular 35?
Yeah.
Open up.
Smaller font.
Every time I'm writing.
Hi, my name is Amy, and that's Chelsea.
We are
Let's go eat.